Today we are piecing together the last block for this quilt top, block number 10. This is the part of the quilt that we're making today, this little strip that runs at the very bottom edge of our quilt. You will need 8 red pieces and 7 white pieces. I have mine cut here and I'm just going to stack them, alternating red and white, red and white. Gonna make my stack and then we'll bring this over to the sewing machine. Make sure to set your seam allowance at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And now we're just sewing all of the seams that connect these pieces. I like just to get myself a little chain piecing going on, a little assembly. I have really enjoyed all of the blocks of this quilt, and I've been seeing your progress over on the Creative Crew. Thank you so much for sharing. It's so much fun to see what you're working on, to see the fabrics that you have used. I'm so glad that you've been excited about this quilt. I'm also really enjoying these shorter formatted videos. I think we move along pretty quickly through each one of the blocks and they're pretty easy to edit as well. So at the end, after chain piecing those pieces, you will have 1 red piece left over. I'm just going to put that to the side for a second. Separate these pieces. And now we start joining groups of 4. You'll notice I'm using a black thread to join these pieces. Ordinarily, I probably would have chosen the off-white or a cream colored thread, but I really wanted you to be able to see the seams as I sew them, joining all of these pieces together. Now we have this lonely piece of fabric we can bring in at the end of this section. He gets added in right there. Then we're separating the pieces again. And they just get larger and larger. We're joining these groups of 4 to make 8. And then you'll have a group of 4 with a group of 3. And then we just have 1 more seam to join this long strip. So they go together pretty quickly. Now we have this longer strip with quite a few seams to press. We're going to move over and press these seams. You could press them over to the red side, or you can press them open like I'm doing here. Ordinarily, I just press my seams to one side, but I started pressing my seams open on this quilt, and I thought since the blocks go together pretty quickly on this quilt, I would take my time and slow down for the pressing. So I am pressing all of my seams open, at least for the construction of the blocks. So tomorrow, we will come together for a video tomorrow as we join all of these blocks together. There's 10 blocks in this quilt. If you're just joining in and you've missed any of the previous 9 blocks, there is a playlist down in the description box where all of these blocks and videos are joined together in one place and nice and easy and quick to find. You can start with video number 1 and work your way through. I'm excited to sew this quilt top together. I'll show you the order in which I plan to sew them together. And I'm excited to see this quilt top all finished. This strip should be 30 inches long or wide and 4.5 inches wide right here. All right, I cannot wait until tomorrow. I am excited to join this quilt top together. I'm excited to spend some time with you. And as always, I hope you are enjoying this series. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye.